Hello everyone, Irish Commander here, and we're finally back for the 1941 recap. So, my initial impression of the 1941, both turns. Overall, I think that the first turn was kind of quiet, not a lot happened, but in the second one, things got kind of interesting. So, first off, let me run you through some of the things that the Axis did. So, the Axis have decided to spread their sphere of influence a bit and invade Switzerland. And the Italians have captured Malta. We have also began to put more of Operation Desert Shield into action. We have purchased a few tanks, some infantry, and an artillery to keep the advancing French from coming up through Egypt. However, besides the French forces coming through Sudan, doesn't seem like much could take on the might of the Italian Empire at the moment. However, that may change as I fear that the Americans are near entering the war, which I might try and speed this up and get them in by 43 or something. So anyways, we attempted to do Operation Sea Lion with what little naval forces we had. However, that did not go as well. We did manage to damage their carrier. However, we lost all of our naval vessels, and those two just came off the production line. So, I do not believe that the German Navy will be long for this world, but I have high hopes that we can expand our influence elsewhere. Now let's see what we can do now. Alright, where was I going with this? Okay, so the Soviets, I want to talk about them for a minute. They have finally taken over Latvia and Estonia this round, which I kind of told him to go ahead and do it because it was part of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact that he could do it, and well, I couldn't do anything in return. So yeah, the Comintern have kind of been quiet this game, but that's because I've been keeping them out of the war until I am fully prepared to take on the full might of the Soviet Union. However, we might be also taking on the Comintern in another way by attacking Spain. Not so sure about how that's going to go, but we'll give it a go in the next turn, which will be a little bit since I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Anyways, up here in Britain, both the Americans and the Chinese have sent in some forces into the United Kingdom to deliver. So let's see some of the things that these lovely Chinese have sent in. They have sent a few naval transports to deliver these things, a whole bunch of tanks, some rockets, and an artillery. Not sure where they're going to put all that, but we did. The new task force card isn't over here, but we ordered some extra ones in case we needed them. They're somewhere on the other side of the table as well. But yeah, so it seems as if there are now two superpowers backing the United Kingdom, and that would be China and America. So this World War II is a lot more frightening than the real one for the Germans and the Italians, because the Japanese aren't there to distract the Americans and the Chinese, I guess, would be in there as well. So that's one of the things about this losing Japan. It gave me both an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage was I can focus more on Europe and Operation Desert Shield. But the disadvantage is that China is now a superpower supplying Britain, and America is also supplying Britain, and I have no way to distract them over here to let me rack up those victory points over here. So it's only now that I'm starting to realize the devastating loss of Japan. So, maybe things won't be so good for the Axis in the end, but I believe, let me check over here. We have a couple more rounds to change that and get this game all wrapped up and done. Maybe potentially we could do something crazy. Maybe we can get to Moscow, maybe we can get to DC, or maybe even get over to Nanking. I don't know what we're going to do, but first off, we need to eliminate some of the smaller, annoying nations before we can get to dealing with the superpowers. And that's one of the reasons why I hadn't invaded Russia yet, because if I get the Russians involved, I already have the Americans and the Chinese backing the British, as I said. So if I get the Russians involved, they can start supplying, then the Chinese can start supplying them, and then, those four powers will be extremely hard to handle as Germany at once. But anyways, we will see what happens in the coming rounds here. Not exactly sure who's going to win this game yet. You could say that either the Allies or the Axis could win, but yet again, the Comintern or the Soviet Union still has a chance. But I think if the Allies pool their resources together and liberate and do their D-Day, then it won't be too much longer before the continents fall, before the European continent fall. No, not continents. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd give you this recap before I go back to packing for my vacation. So yeah, once I get back, I might do an unboxing or two, and then we'll do another video or two on this event. We're gonna have to start speeding it up because it's getting near the end of the summer, and in the fall I get quite busy. So we'll see what happens. So until we meet again, this is Irish Commander signing off.